He was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. It's taken to the 26. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Tua now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 7-7, our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that a lot of the defense have been thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's a room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for this sweep here in Buffalo. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. On first down, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Working with a 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Check down to Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. For Jalen Waddle, he was known for his run-after-the-catch ability at Alabama, and he uses that speed to punish the defense here.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bills 24, Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders to kick off one play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's got Fuller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. On play action, here's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tua. Finding Gaskin underneath. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Bass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Bills 31, Dolphins 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. You get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll try and run for it. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Dolphins 28.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flushed out right. He hits Beasley right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 36.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
As we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. touchdown. Bass to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defense. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 45, Dolphins 39.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendencies to a hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. He'll try again. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll look to run with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tua to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.